closer we get down here to Mississippi, the more wired up Pete gets. Run a minute. Morning, everybody. Jason, Pete, Hollis Farms. Almost down here in farming, Mississippi. I hadn't talked to the loggers. It's pretty wet down here, a little slick. I'm still hoping they're down here and gonna try. And then I got to meet up with another logger today. Hoping we're gonna get to move him in. Try to get a little bit more done before it gets too wet. We have to shut down for the winter. So been trying to get another logger in here for a while, and it just hadn't happened. They had to finish up where we was at, and this and that, a few other things. But anyway, hoping shortly, maybe this week, next few days, something, I can get him in here. We got to keep going till I don't like having loggers down here in deer season, but just kind of gotten behind. We got to get some stuff done. But see what all me and Pete getting into. No hog action last night. I think this hog stuff's just gonna kind of get to where it's hit and miss, because we have hammered these things, and plus all the acorns on the ground now. Everything kind of slows down when the acorns start falling. If you got deer cameras around feeders or whatever, things kind of slow down because they like them acorns. They get to hammer them. So still ain't gone hunting yet, but I'm about ready. Ain't y'all? Getting close. Getting close. All right, let's see what we get. Alright y'all, this is a little block of timber we're fixing to work on now. Most all this is going to be poles and logs. It kind of wasn't on schedule to be cut, but we got some pines over here that's going to be tall enough to shade out before long. And then over there we got some we're fitting to thin, which has nothing under it. So our idea was to go ahead and cut this while we can, while we got a market for it, and then let it be coming back up for bedding, because we don't want to lose our bedding. And the things are too tall. Turkey won't even roost in them. They're roosting in our shorter stuff now. This is going to be a good little patch. It's some big old trees. Tall and straight. This is right here, this little open area is the old loading deck, and we'll just open it back up. And we always leave our loading decks open. Don't replant them. That way they're right here fresh and ready to use again. You climb up nearly 100 foot in a climb. Alright, had a meeting with the new logger. I think I'm gonna like him. Seems like our kind of person. Anyway, he's gonna try to move in the next, I don't know, 3 or 4 days, 5 days maybe. Just making a loop back around here. I hadn't been around this way in a while. I think we're gonna head back to Alabama. Well, I need to go over there and see if the other loggers. I think they're just gonna try to do some loading today. So, may end up back in Alabama. I think I may hook up the boat and do a little more scouting. Hurry up and go hunting. Alright, so here's what I'm doing now. Made it back to Alabama. Ate me a little lunch. Got the boat hooked up behind the frontier. I'm finna go put in at another boat ramp. I've been putting in behind the old camp and scouting. I'm finna go put in another boat ramp and do a little scouting. This is kind of fun. Kind of midday, hot. Little wet, can't do much. Done got most of our work done. About all we're gonna have to do now is maybe a little burning and kind of keep up with the loggers and
first spot. There was a lot of tracks. As soon as I got out of the boat, I like this. It's a lot of old cane. It's thick. I like it. Maybe we'll find something better, a little better. A lot of these places that are on the river here, they call them spoil areas when they dredged it, and there'll be a levee all the way around it. So I'm gonna walk this levee where I'm up a little higher and can see down, trying to find some buck sign where they're making some rubs and rubbed out of velvet or something. Saw quite a few tracks, but I want to see some sign. Some beds. I may be getting closer to where I want to be. I think I may get off this top and drop down in there now. Try not to spook nothing. It's a good looking spot right here. Old rub right there. I hadn't seen any press rubs. A few press tracks. Looks pretty good though. A few tracks. A few acorns falling. It is a jungle in here. Nasty.
Alright, back in the boat. Try to find another spot to look at.
Alright, here we go on spot number 2. Got the boat tied off. Ease up here and see if we see anything interesting. I'm glad he left his skin right there. I really don't want to see him. That's 2 within about 10 feet. I just found a monster track back there. I may have done got back in here. Skeeter's bad back here where he lives. He's out of here. This is the best spot I've found so far. Not a lot of buck sign, but quite a few big tracks. I'm gonna come back in here and try this one day. I done got hot. It is hot today. Alright, there's the boat. Finally got back. I walked about 2 miles. Should have brought me some water and a cooler, but I didn't. See where we can slide down here and just say.
right, y'all. Ooh, that sun's bright. It is hot today. But anyway, scouted 2 or 3 different spots. That one spot I found I really liked. And I'm looking at this Onyx maps and dropping pins and this and that. And it went to messing up on me on the spot that I found that I really liked. That par for the course. But anyway, I think I can get back in there. Just have to think about how I want to get in there and try not to spook everything. But I believe that's going to be pretty good. And then I got back and loaded my dang boat, and I guess I left the motor support deal for this gator tail laying on the back of the boat or something, and it is gone. So I kind of had to take it easy back where that motor wouldn't jump around. But I had to get me another one of them, and in the meantime, I'll just use a ratchet strap or something anyway. But anyway, I got to call it a day. Appreciate y'all watching. Out of here.